My theory about burnout is the fact that most people either don't take the time to learn about practice management and leadership and KPIs and all the stuff that we're talking about. So that adds another added stress and constant fatigue of worry. And then additionally, people don't understand the seasons that it takes to get to where this panel is right now, right? So it's interesting that, I'll have a kid come up to me. I've spoken at more than half the dental schools. I'll have a kid come up to me and they're like, I want to be just like you. I want to have 16 dental practices and it seems like such a cool life. And look at you, man. You get to travel around. You're doing mission work. I want to be just like you. Cool. And I'm like, okay, what do you got going on, after your D4 year? They're like, well, I'm going to be an associate and then I want to own my first dental practice. In 3 years, I want to own 5. In 5 years, I want to own 10 and whatever. So they have this whole thing planned out. I'm like, that's awesome. Are you married? Do you have kids? Yeah, I'm married right now and I want to have 3 kids by the time I'm 40 years old. Cool. Sounds good. So what does your work week look like when you envision all that out? Well, obviously, I listen to your podcast, Mark, and I have to believe that the 4 futures are important, and I have to have work-life balance, and I want to spend great quality time with my wife, and of course, I want to go to all my kids' soccer games. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So you want to have 5 practices in 3 years and all that stuff? That's cool, but it's not possible, right? So you have to understand that there's seasons, bro. Like, you're going to have to work. I mean, I worked 6 days a week for the first 6 years of my dental career, right? 50 hours a week and multiple practice ownership. And guess what happened? All of my personal relationships were suffering. And my wife was a single, basically mom raising our 3 kids. So there is give and take and there are seasons. You have to be aware of that, right? The problem is that people don't recognize that there's seasons and the hustle season continues past the first decade, past 15 years, past 20 years, and now they're still seeing 120 new patients. They're still doing 160 recall exams per month. And of course, they're going to be burned out because additionally to that, they have all this turnover because they don't understand practice management. They don't understand the numbers. They're constantly worried. Of course, you're going to be burnt out. It's not just the clinical stuff. It's a compound of owning a dental practice and the lack of awareness of where you are in your career arc. And that there is even a career arc, right? So if you're in the hustle phase, hustle and make sure you have a discussion with your significant other that says, hey, honey, I'm in the hustle phase right now. It's going to take about 18 months to 24 months. I'm telling you right now, I am going to be exhausted. I might not be the coolest person when I come home. Give me a little bit of grace, but here's what I commit to you. Here are my non-negotiables. I will still be at all the kids, baseball, football, soccer games. I will still do date night with you 1 day a week. I commit to you to that. And if I can commit to you to that, can you commit to giving me a little grace for 24 months? And then after that, the next plan goes to this. And if you can set your life up like that with those definitive markers and know that you're in this particular season right now, and then figure out how to run a dental practice so that you can expand to bring on another provider. So the whole weight of the practice isn't solely on your shoulders. And then you can learn to develop an executive level team that could take all of those administrative duties off of your shoulders. Those are the things that I think decrease burnout. Additionally, after that, after you are a very successful dentist, dentistry is so much more fun if it's optional. It's so much more fun if you're seeing the patients that you want to see, doing the clinical procedures that you want to do, and then the rest of the practice can go to another associate, or you can just limit your practice to whatever it is that you love to do. And then you can go and do missionary work and you can work on your purpose and stuff like that. But a lot of kids are like, I want to work on my purpose day one. And they don't recognize the seasons. They don't recognize the fact that they have to educate themselves as far as practice management in order to avoid that burnout. Because if you're leaving that 20 to 25% on the table, like we were talking about the first day, you're never going to escape the rat race and that trap.